Third time's a charm. We're good. All right. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Campaign 27. Start over. Start over.
We're
Hello,
fine.
everybody.
That's
Welcome to
it.
Session 27 of Campaign 4, A Guide to Guiding the Blind. Last we left off, we were headed towards an inn called The Last House, and it was very devoid of business. The owner there gave us a quest to remove an orc from a road north that led to more travelers to get his business going again. We agreed to take the job, and we go up and see that there is a ogre that is crying. His name is Trock, and we didn't try to hurt him. We felt a little bit of pity, so we asked him about what was going on, and he basically relayed to us that his two brothers are uh, are not with them, and he wants to find them. They're missing, or he wants our help in getting them back. He said he drank a potion, and they drank potions too that put thoughts in their head, and he didn't like the thoughts in his head and then he would pay us 2 gold coins. There's like a alchemist sorcerer lady that lived in there that was making the potions, and he gave us some basic directions of where to go. So we decided to take him up on it. The session really starts as with us getting to a rock bridge that goes into a cave proper. Peter decides to go across this natural rock bridge as a very small, tiny halfling because he casts a reduce spell on himself to check for traps. But instead gets skewered like a fish by some fish people, by some merfolk people. It's about 5 or 8 of them that pop up out of the river, and combat ensues as most of us are on the shore or the bridge, while the merfolk are attempting to pull us 30 feet into the water to, break us apart, and they can do that with every harpoon attack. This was despite just being a bunch of what seemed like just chafe enemies, people that would be easy to kill, it takes us down pretty well. We get really hurt in this fight and it gets so bloodied. And even though we got hurt pretty badly, we do in turn kill about 4 or 5 of the merfolk that were harassing us. The 2 of them started to flee, but thanks to a slow spell that was cast early in the fight and let us make quick work with the fish people, only one of them was able to get away, but the other one got chased down by Durian. Kevin, who came along with us, got done taking a leak and apologized for being late to the fight. We head into the cave proper, and we see that this chamber is dark. Now, for most D&D races, everyone has dark vision. Unfortunate for Peter, he is a halfling, and the only one in our group that does not have any vision, hence the name of the session, A Guide to Guiding the Blind. There's a big cavern that has a river bisecting it with a bridge that crosses over, and further down the river, there's a shallower crossing where there's some rocks that you can skip across and such. Uh, we all have some pretty good self checks and using some inspiration as well. And we find out that the east of the cavern, there's a room with 2 basilisks sitting there, just not doing anything, just kind of hanging out. Uh, we said, we're not doing that, and moved very carefully west of the cavern to see if it was just them or if there's anything else. And then we see that there's another room with 7 gray zombie things called dreadlocks that didn't know where they were there until someone eventually failed their self check. They started to square up to us. They weren't much of a threat. Edward was tanking all their hits. He dodged all 7 of them, and the rest of us were mopping them up in 1 hit each. So, for Peter to finally see and to have mercy on him, Durian lit a torch for him to, so he could actually know what was going on, and he kept it on him afterwards during the fight. And while this happened, the 2 basilisks from earlier that were doing nothing showed up and started throwing hands or trying to turn us to stone, whatever you prefer. Throwing a torch towards the basilisk so Peter can see, Durian moved to the bridge in the room to get the attention of the enemies and trying to keep them off of the others and make a choke point and make himself a target. Uh, Able to finally see something and having a valid target, Peter throws a fireball at them and dealing almost max damage to both the rock monsters, and they both failed their dex saves and took the full brunt of it. It was pretty good. Um, After one of them got blasted by the fireball, it was finished off by Desperado's arrows, and yeah, the other one steps to Durian, who is able to avoid being turned to stone and getting chomped. And Durian retaliates and cuts this thing head off. After that, we gather together and check up on the next two rooms that we find. Uh, find some basilisk dung and some paltry coin, like some silver or copper on the dreadlocks. Nothing really good. We see a tunnel that leads to magical darkness, and we said, no, we're not doing that, and went to another room that had a locked door. Peter goes to pick it open and does so pretty well, but didn't check for traps beforehand and gets poisoned for some not so lethal damage, but not insignificant other. Um, we didn't fully finish the dungeon this session. That happens next time. And I'll see you there. Session 28 of Campaign 4. Bye, everybody.